Hey guys, welcome back to Jesus is King Outdoors. Not only outdoors, but also in our hearts. In today's video, we're going to be doing a fire survival camping challenge video. We have our Gorilla Tape, we have our Bic lighter, a garbage bag. So our plan today is to start a fire with some Gorilla Tape, a Bic lighter, garbage bag. Everything is just saturated right now. Everything's wet. It rained all night last night and all day today as well. So our goal is to grab some firewood, find some dry timbers, and start a fire and be able to have some heat. It's something that you definitely also have in your home, and just an quick, easy way to start a fire if you're in a survival situation, a camping situation, whatever it might be. Just good to know. And so we're going to teach you guys how to do that today in this video. You can do this in the pouring rain or when everything is just wet and saturated. So I've done it in the pouring rain. I've done it saturated, wet timbers, just like today. All right, so the first thing we have to do is grab some twigs like this and toss them in this garbage bag here so that they can start drying. We're just going to kind of break them up in small pieces about that long. Break them all up and then throw all of them in the bag. The purpose of this as well is for when it's raining. It's pouring down rain, and the bag gives you something to put your twigs in so they aren't getting rained on and aren't continuously getting more saturated. For today, we wouldn't really need it, but we're going to use it just to be able to carry them. But yeah, so that's kind of the purpose of this bag, is to just throw them in there when it's pouring down rain, which is not today, but if it was, to keep these twigs dry and to let them dry out as we prepare to set up our camp for where we're going to put the fire and where we are going to put the base for our fire, which we will be showing you guys here in a little bit. I don't think we really need a whole lot of these twigs, but we're definitely going to get a decent amount, maybe like 3 or 4 handfuls. Got a spider right here. Whew, got another spider. A bunch of spider webs out here. But yeah, we're gonna maybe grab 3 or 4 handfuls of these things, and then I think that should probably be enough. So when we're trying to find these twigs, you want to try to find something that is dead a little bit, and that helps for dryness. If you can find some dead twigs, if you can use stuff that's still alive. It's gonna have a little bit more moisture, but if you can find some stuff that's dead laying on the ground, even works. But preferably something that is dead and something that is not on the ground. That's going to be your best bet. So yeah, we're going to go ahead, keep filling this bag up, and then we're going to grab some base logs, which we will show you guys what that is here in a little bit, and then we will begin starting our fire. So yeah, some twigs like this that are just laying on the ground. Not too bad. It's pretty dry on the inside and it's pretty dead, so that is perfect. That's exactly what we want. And also, guys, like this video, share it, comment down below what you guys want to see next. Let me know if you guys want to see something else along the lines of a fire starting survival video. You want to see different techniques on videos similar to this one. So yeah. All right, guys, we have a decent bag full of twigs, and they are drying up. And so our next step is to grab logs like this. So they're not huge, they're not too small, and we need 3 of these to build our base. And so we got 1, I think we got 2 here. We're just going to do this right here, right in the center of this trail that we have, so you guys can see it good, and just to give us a little bit of a cleaner area. All right, so we went ahead and we grabbed 2 more, so we're just going to use 4 for this one. I'm going to lay them down beside each other just like that, just to try and build kind of a platform, like a base, just like that. All right, so here we have our Gorilla Tape and our Bic lighter, and we actually didn't even have to use our knife, but if you would have needed your knife, you would have had it. So I don't think we're going to be using this at all in this video. It's warm. I gotta take my coat off. All right, so what you want to do is we're going to pull these all out of here. So what I would do if it was actually pouring rain is grab a bag and put your small twigs in one bag and put your bigger twigs in a separate bag. So our smaller ones are going to be pinky size and smaller, and then our bigger twigs are going to be about thumb size. Alright, so here we have our first bundle, and we're going to lay this on an angle like this, just like that. Alright, so now we have our second bundle, and we're going to lay that the other direction. Alright, so the purpose of this right here is we have a V, and then we have our bundle right on top of it. And so what we're going to do is light a fire right here, and then we're just going to take this bundle right here and just kind of roll it back right across our flame, and then we'll have a nice flame with a bunch of branches on top of it. Yeah, fire likes friction, so that's kind of the point of this, and the purpose is to prepare to have friction, have a bunch of twigs, and so you're not running around trying to find twigs before you start your fire. So let's go ahead and show you guys the purpose of our Gorilla Tape and our Bic lighter. Alright, so here we have our Gorilla Tape. What you want to do is pull a piece of this Gorilla Tape off and make it about as long as your forearm here. And now you just want to take this and just roll it up as tight as you can. and just like that. So we're gonna make 3 of them and make a triangle. Alright, so now we have our 3 Gorilla Tape rolls. So we're just gonna create a triangle just like that. Let's show you guys how this is done. Alright, so we're going to take our 3 pieces of Gorilla Tape and we're going to light one end on each one. This is actually going to create like a wick, and it's going to burn for a decent amount of time, and it's going to get super hot, and this works in the pouring rain. Just like that. Alright, so now we got our Gorilla Tape lit. That's going to create one big flame. So what we did is we made a triangle and we just lit one end on each one of them and used our bick lighter, lit them up, and as you can tell, it gets pretty hot and it burns for a long time. It kind of works as a wick, and it also it's going to kind of create a one big flame, and then we're going to let that kind of just get hot, and then after that we're just going to take that top bunch of twigs and just kind of roll it over the top of that flame. And this does work in the pouring rain. The fire or the rain will not put the fire out if you do it correctly. So yeah, let's go ahead and roll these twigs over this flame and get our fire burning. Alright, so now our Gorilla Tape is pretty hot and it's created a nice big solid flame. So what we're going to do is just take this bunch on top here and just kind of roll it back and have a campfire. Just like that, boom, our campfire is starting to burn. Definitely can tell it's pretty saturated. You can hear the water sizzling, but I think if we just let this work itself, it'll work out. Alright, so we have our fire lit. What we did is we added some bigger logs onto this fire. For some reason my camera wasn't rolling, but what you want to do is you want to wait till your flame rises above your first bundle of twigs and then add more wood after that. If you don't wait till your fire raises up above that, you'll more than likely put your fire out. But yeah, we got a campfire. And that's how you start a fire, with basically a garbage bag, Gorilla Tape, and a lighter. That is going to be pretty much it for this video. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and we will see you guys on the next video.